This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
PayPal lets you pay all your pals, like your graduation gifters.
Who's paying for the mattress topper?
You mean the beanbag chair?
Aren't we getting a mini fridge?
Can we create a pool on PayPal? It lets us collect the money before we buy.
Ooh, yes, that's smart.
Glad we can agree on something.
Easily pool, split, and send money with PayPal. Get started in the PayPal app. A PayPal account is required to send and receive money. A balance account is required to create a pool.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
You know, some people say that Odoo business management software is like fertilizer, the way it promotes growth and all. But other people say Odoo is like a magic beanstalk because it grows with your company and is also magically affordable. And there's some people who would even say Odoo's individual software programs come together to build the perfect suite like building blocks. Well, Odoo is all of these things. Fertilizer, magic beanstalk, building blocks for business. So sign up now at odoo.com, ODOO.com.
And
back to the Power Trip Morning Show. It is Thursday. No Lieber today. It's opening day of Twins baseball. The actual baseball season started, a week and a half ago with the Cubs and the Dodgers in Tokyo, Japan. But everybody else gets up and running today. The Twins game is at 3:15. We can talk more about that later.
Let's go Twins. I'm excited, man.
Yeah,
I get to throw out a first pitch this year.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah, I'm excited.
Is that right?
That's right. That's right. Yep.
Yep, Zach's a little scared right now, which he should be.
We've done the Saints game.
Yeah,
Zach's scared. Speaking of the Saints, again, confirmed for tomorrow or not? What's the word on Toby?
I'm sorry, I should have told
Toby's
you that.
in?
Yep, they're in
Oh,
tomorrow.
Sweet. All right, Toby Gardenhire in tomorrow.
Toby and Derek will both be here, and Toby is excited to play the initials game. They'll get here about 7:30 tomorrow.
He's asked a couple times, right? So does that mean he's confident that he thinks he can do some damage or what?
No, that's a good question. I'm not sure. I don't know.
Because we've known for a couple of years that he's wanted to play. So let's see what he can do tomorrow. And what is it, 87.5, I think?
Sounds about
Zach,
right.
does that sound right? 87.5-ish?
87.5-ish sounds right on the money.
I think that's correct.
When would anyone do the math when it would be 100K?
It's in the fall. We talked about it yesterday. I'm not sure what the exact date is.
Yeah.
We got to make sure we have to count how many Fridays we have off before then.
It was 87 last week, so 87.5.
All right.
Wow.
Jeez. How many radio shows in this country, this great country of the United States of America, can you, on a weekly basis, potentially win $87,500? My guess is we're about the only one. Mm-hmm. Fair to say?
Yeah, good morning. Man. Yeah, by the way, good morning, guys.
Good morning. Good morning, Zach.
Good morning from the Power Trip. And thank you for listening to The Fan.
Oh, man.
I don't get it.
It's all right. It's okay.
About 10 minutes.
It's all right.
Okay.
It's good.
It's good?
Tommy, you can relate to this.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just got to do stuff for yourself.
100%.
You got to make yourself feel good, even if nobody else understands.
Right.
You get that, right?
I need to know. I need to know what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good morning, Tommy.
Good morning.
News with
Good morning,
Chris
everyone.
Hockey,
Morning.
presented by Carboni's Pizzeria.
Morning, everybody.
Good morning, Carboni's Pizzeria. Love you.
So those little notes always remind me of the transformation scene in Teen Wolf.
Oh, yeah, very much so.
Oh,
yes. Yeah. Poor Michael J.
One of the great scenes in the history of cinema.
You can see he just doesn't want to be
In cinema?
What's going on?
No, Dad. Not this time.
Hey, Hogsdad, could I start with a news story?
Oh, please go ahead.
Just one.
Yeah, Hogstad.
We had a Gopher football commitment is a big deal.
Okay.
The number one player in Wisconsin is also an offensive tackle.
Tackle, right? I saw this. Yes.
He committed to the U over Wisconsin. That is
How big of a dude?
He is 6'6", 295.
That's a huge bitch.
That is a huge gentleman.
That's sweet.
That's
Number
a
one
senior in
recruit.
high school.
That's a monster.
My gosh.
He's from Toma.
Well, no wonder he weighs so much. You can't help but.
Yeah, I guess
you
he's
gotta
not
eat there.
from Toma. He's just stopped there a million times.
I don't know where he's from, but I just saw it. That's massive news.
Yeah, that's
5 years
great.
ago, that would never happen.
Oh, no, absolutely.
We are
Yeah.
officially in a better spot than Wisconsin football.
Yeah.
And it's the coolest thing in the
We'll
world.
take it.
It's the best ever.
Wisconsin football is trash.
Now, let me
They
ask
are
you this,
so
though, Tommy.
bad right
More
now.
importantly, let me ask you this. Can this kid from Wisconsin, who's 6'6", 295 or whatever he is, can he play quarterback instead? Because ultimately, that's going to be what matters the most.
Yeah.
Got to find a quarterback. Brosmer was awesome.
He changed our whole team.
Yeah, but now we need to find somebody else that can throw it. Because if we go back to the old ways of just handing the ball off because we don't have a quarterback,
Hey, you
we're
know
going to
what?
regress.
He did it once, he'll do it again.
I'm telling you.
We
We're
got to
gonna
find a
be-
quarterback.
We got one.
Who, Drake Lindsay?
Yes.
Lindsay can throw it.
Yeah. We're going to be so fine.
Okay.
What's the over?
I hope you're right.
Whatever it is, I'll take the over.
16.
Let me look.
He's so. I'm telling you, Max changed everything about our offense.
Oh, way to go, Maxie.
Hey, thanks, man.
Glad
PJ listen.
I had no idea.
We got alumni night next week.
Is that right?
He's doing so good. Yeah, PJ's bringing us all back. Everybody.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, I
Good.
went to the U. Can I come to that party?
No, football players. Nerd.
You just went straight alpha beta versus tri-lams. Like I'm Lamar
Our house is
Latrell.
burning down.
Brilliant.
Thought I was looking at my mom's old douchebag, but that's back in Ohio. Should we do the news?
Yeah, I already hit it.
Go for it.
Yeah, okay, cool. A Canadian record store owner says that what he thought was a bootleg Beatles demo has been proven to be an authentic recording. Rob Firth, who owns Neptune Records in Vancouver, British Columbia, says he picked up a reel-to-reel tape labeled Beatles 60s Demos a few years ago. Listened to it for the first time just last week. The Beatles, by the way, with Pete Best on drums,
Wow.
recorded the audition tape for Decca in 1962. Decca, of course, passed on the band. Firth posted his find on Instagram and said, if Paul McCartney walks into a store, he'll hand over the demo for free.
What? What an idiot.
He also made an offer to Decca, hinting at a way to make up for the mistake they made by passing on the Beatles. But this guy, I don't know, it doesn't say in this story, I got to look it up to find out where he got this thing, but there's no way you thought it was real.
And there's no way
it
you
was.
give it to McCartney for free. We talk about this all the time.
Don't do that.
If you're the guy who catches Shohei's 40-40 ball, you don't just go, well, will you be my friend if I give you the ball? No.
No, you sell it.
Make as much money as possible. You
Correct.
have a lottery ticket in your hand, even if you love the Beatles. You don't have to. Selling it to McCartney would feel dirty, right? If you're like milking one of your idols.
Yeah.
Oh, my.
Calm down. But selling it to the highest. Calm down.
Man,
But selling it to the
it's
highest
just
bidder.
razor smooth.
My
Your
gosh.
mic's on.
Oh, Daddy.
What?
Well, that's like, remember when Bonds had hit him in McCovey Cove? How cool that was?
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
I was on those.
There's sharks in there.
Have you heard Chipper Jones talk about Barry Bonds? It's going viral.
Yeah,
How
that
good
video is
he is.
awesome.
Like, someone brought up Barry Bonds to Chipper Jones, and he, like, stopped. And he just goes, the best baseball player, and it's astronomically not even close.
The only thing I've seen about Bonds this week is that everybody thinks that the guy who plays Milchek in Severance
I saw
should
that.
play Barry Bonds in the biopic because the mustache is
makes
on
sense.
point.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. That guy's a great actor too. So
Incredible.
He's so good.
I hope he's in a lot more stuff after this.
I'd never seen him or heard of him before this
I
show,
think
but he's been awesome.
He had never been in. He'd hardly ever been in TV or movies. He was mostly like a theater guy, I think.
Fantastic actor.
Yeah,
Don't even
he's
know his
great.
name. He's great.
It's Steve.
Oh, Steve. Shout out to Steve. Well done.
The king. Steve
Mr.
the
Milkshake.
A school bus driver in northern Minnesota is in the hospital after having a medical emergency while driving with 30 kids on board. The incident happened Tuesday night in Brainerd. 2 fourth graders are being called heroes for their quick thinking, preventing what could have been a tragedy. One of the students grabbed the bus radio, called for help, while the other helped kids get off the bus and lined them up safely on the side of the road. I just got choked up.
And that's 9-ish-year-olds?
Wow.
Holy cow.
Incredible.
That's super incredible.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
Good job, kiddos.
Man.
Yeah. It's good to read a good story about school. Sheesh, well, I guess for the school bus driver wasn't good, but good job, kiddos. Driver's in serious condition. Let's see what else here. Oh, yeah, I better not read that. But I will read this. More than 24 Kohl's locations are closing. The retail chain originally made the announcement in January that 27 stores would close in April. Then Tom Kingsbury said, we always take these decisions very seriously. Looks like Saturday marks the final day of businesses in 24 states.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, can't say I didn't see it coming.
Really?
Yeah, because my family was a Kohl's family back in the day. We had the old Kohl's Cash. We went Kirk Cousins on it and got the Kohl's Cash. But then you start to realize, well, it's so overpriced that the only time it even remotely makes sense to buy anything there is if you max out the discounts and the Kohl's. You know what I'm saying? And they definitely have the Amazon factor.
Yeah, that always gets me. If I'm going there anyway, yeah.
You can return stuff from Amazon, but then you're also reminding all the people that are going there, I'm just buying stuff from Amazon. Why do I need to buy stuff from Kohl's?
Yeah, touche.
Yeah, good point.
I mean, you can there's a Van Heusen Flex suits there. First suits I ever bought. Fantastic.
Really?
For nothing.
No kidding.
For nothing.
I should check that
I'm
out.
a big Kohl's guy, and there's a whole Nike section there.
Yeah,
It's
as soon as you
it's-
walk in the store, yeah.
It's very unorganized. That's what I always think of Kohl's. Just scattered. Like Kmart used to be, you know?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I think they did. I thought they would see, maybe they did see a really big boost. Like the Kohl's Sephora combos, right? Like obviously that's so huge with women and specifically the kids. The kids love the old Sephora stuff now. So that probably brings in a lot of money, but maybe the rest of the stores struggle.
Yeah.
Don't know. So do we know how many in Minnesota we're losing?
Nope, don't see that. Don't see
You
that.
said 24 states.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wonder if the old Google can help us with that, if Kohl's locations in Minnesota are closing. Don't know.
Lastly, can we do this hearing thing while the youngins are here real quick? Because I don't have time. He's got to
Oh,
leave
yeah, let's
soon.
try these guys.
Okay,
Did
so-
you guys hear this earlier?
No Minnesota stores, by the way.
No Minnesota stores. Interesting.
Yeah, because I could hear it when both of you guys said no.
Okay,
In
so
my
here's
car.
what's
You
going to
can
happen.
still hear it?
Yeah, I could still hear it.
Oh, wow.
Okay, good. So here's what's going to happen. This is basically you can determine how old somebody is by when they can't hear this frequency anymore. So it's going to start the sound. Everybody's going to be able to hear it. When you can no longer hear it, please say now.
Hugs Daddy, right before you press it, the start of it kind of sounds like Mike Morris's fart.
Yeah, you're right. The greatest part of all time is what I had to
Kinda
live.
sounds like it.
Right. So just say now when you can no longer hear it.
Okay.
We'll all do it, okay? And my apologies if this messes with your car or your dog or anything like that, but you're all going to be hearing it first, and then when you can no longer hear it, let me know. Here we go. You're right, it does, by the way. Gone.
Now.
Now.
Are you kidding me?
Man.
Wow.
Whoa, Zach, you had it that long?
That trips me out.
All right,
You guys
did you
are like
hear Max
5
and I were
seconds longer.
exactly
The same exact time.
Same exact.
So, and you guys are the same age, right?
32?
I'm 31, yeah.
Yeah. 30. And you're 30.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
Mine was gone at 10,500 hertz. Corey's and Saw's at 12,001. Zach and Tommy at 15,000 flat. In Zacho, it's 16.5. The hairs in your ears literally fall out, just like your hair on your head does as you get older. And that causes you not to be able to hear these high frequencies.
Wow.
So you can tell by sound. That's pretty cool. And that's accurate. Like Max and I were identical.
That's the same exact
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That was crazy.
Man, I miss being young.
I tell you what.
Yeah.
I wish I could have heard that longer.
I know
Yes,
it. I know it.
You know?
It's over.
Wow. So
But
there you
also,
go.
our ears, just working in this business in general, are cooked no matter what.
Probably.
Because
That's
like
why
when
we
I
got to
take
try that Starkey bit.
Yeah, you guys have to. You have to. They would love it. That'd be
I
awesome.
know.
Starkey?
We are definitely doing it.
So,
Please, yeah.
Hank's sister's husband, high up at Starkey, and he reached out and said, "Oh, he is a good-looking dude," and he said all of us can go in there and like get doctors and like go through a whole hearing test, like a big whole day, and like
That'd be great.
try everything for our hearing.
That'd be great.
Wouldn't that be cool?
I would love it. Please.
They're a sponsor of the NASCAR driver that's here. He's also higher up. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. That'd be great.
William Swallage.
Whoa.
Tommy's alias.
Yeah. Hello, Bill. Yes.
Billy Swallage.
Oh, that's great.
All right. Yeah, let's do that. Tommy, you leaving?
I have to go, and I won't be back next week.
No Ben, no Tommy next
I'm
Thursday.
in
What are we
Rochester
going to do?
next week.
You're in the Roch?
Down in Chester. Big old work conference.
Look at you.
Must be rough. I've heard lovely things about Rochester.
Yeah, Chester bangs.
I love Rochester.
Yeah, great area.
Great mall.
Great mall. Great little food spots.
Great Barnes and Noble.
Good hospital if you need it.
Great hospital if you need it.
One of the better ones out there, really, in the state.
In this state, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Tio, you're the best.
Love
dude.
you guys.
I love you, Tommers.
So long.
Sauce and Sports after this on.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
This podcast is sponsored by Talkspace. You know when you're really stressed or not feeling so great about your life or about yourself? Talking to someone who understands can really help. But who is that person? How do you find them? Where do you even start? Talkspace. Talkspace makes it easy to get the support you need. With Talkspace, you can go online, answer a few questions about your preferences, and be matched with a therapist. And because you'll meet your therapist online, you don't have to take time off work or arrange childcare. You'll meet on your schedule, wherever you feel most at ease. If you're depressed, stressed, struggling with a relationship, or if you want some counseling for you and your partner, or just need a little extra one-on-one support, Talkspace is here for you. Plus, Talkspace works with most major insurers, and most insured members have a $0 copay. No insurance? No problem. Now get $80 off of your first month with promo code SPACE80 when you go to Talkspace.com. Match with a licensed therapist today at Talkspace.com. Save $80 with code SPACE80 at Talkspace.com.
Oh, Tommy, you are a wonder. You're unlike anybody I ever knew. I'm kind of afraid of you. Kind of scared me. What are you going to do now?
In 5 seconds, he talked himself in and out of something.
Yeah.
Like on extreme polar opposite ends.
Correct.
It's the right way to say it, Chris. There's a lot of people here at the Fan and iHeartRadio that I'm like, man, I just don't know anybody like that person. That person is really different and weird and probably clinically insane. And Tommy's the best example of that. I don't know anybody like Tommy.
Never
Nope.
have.
Never have, probably never will again.
Never have.
Because, by the time those youngsters are out and about, I'm going to be too young to know them or meet them.
Yeah.
Right?
I always say this. The things that he tells us that he doesn't think is a big deal.
Yeah.
What are the things he will not tell us? Because we all have stories we're never telling anybody.
Of course.
What could they possibly be?
I don't want to know. It would be like listening to Dahmer confess.
It's worse sometimes.
Sauce, you ready to do some sports?
Yeah, I am. Yes, of course.
Very confident. Love that.
Yeah, yes, I am. Of course, Daddy.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and hit this for you then. Oh, here we go. Sorry. Oof.
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by All Around, your TimberTech deck building contractor.
Zacco, your Wild battle the Caps tonight at 6:30. Your Wild have lost 2 straight. The Caps are the best team in hockey.
Is it 7 o'clock start?
It's 6:30.
6:30.
Is it really?
Yeah.
What's the 6:30 start time for?
Well, it's on ESPN Plus, so maybe that's an ESPN thing.
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. National TV, huh?
Axo.
Is it on the Fan? I didn't check the schedule.
Yes.
Yes.
Deleted it.
Well, he hasn't sent out the new one.
Yeah, he did. Sent out last night.
Oh, did you delete it?
Must
No.
have.
No,
Yeah.
I read it.
Yeah, it's an honor to get that.
I printed out.
Is it a 6:15 pregame?
I don't know. I haven't seen
That's how you had the schedule.
Check the schedule.
Oh, hang on. I'll look. 3. One of us. Oh, that's Costco information. Hang on here. This takes too long. It is a 6:15 pregame. Yes.
Unbelievable.
Amazing.
The Wild have lost. The Wild are up 2 points on the last wild card spot, though, Zacco. That game can be heard right here on The Fan.
Yeah, you guys talked about it. The Capitals are having a wonderful season, and the Wild are in desperate need of points. So we'll see if they can find a way to, again, just tread water till we get the cavalry back. But it's a rough time of the season, man. These injuries are just awful.
What's the longest you think you could tread water?
2
if your
seconds.
life was on the line?
Couple minutes.
If your life was on the line?
Couple more.
We're talking life and death. You don't think you could survive multiple hours if you gave up, your life was over?
I guess.
I bet you could.
I'm a bad swimmer, though. I'm bad at treading water. I have to be going somewhere if I'm kicking my feet.
Oh. You have to swim with a purpose.
Correct. I can't just
What about your purpose being survival?
I mean, I guess I would just swim in a circle, I guess. But I couldn't just sit there and...
Right, you get bored.
Yeah.
I'm bored continuing to live.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Sad.
If I'm not going to circle, what's the point?
Don't say that. As hockey says, I'm glad all of you are here.
Yeah, man. Glad we're here. Today's a good day.
Yeah, today is a good day.
Do what you want to do.
Don't be sad.
Go where you want to go.
Don't be scared.
Don't be scared.
Maxo,
so funny.
The Wolves battle the Suns tomorrow at 7. Your Wolves are a half game out of 6th in the West.
Yeah, all these games are really important here down the stretch. There's still only a half game out from getting out of the play-in. I believe the Wolves have won
7 of their last 10
against the Suns.
Oh no, just in general.
Yeah, no, I was just and I think they've won their last 3 straight against Phoenix. And then counting the playoffs, I believe they got a couple of more on them in general. So they have a good record against the Suns. And yeah, all these games count, man, because Golden State, I don't know what the deal with Steph Curry is. Clippers won last night. So those teams are surging and playing better right now. Kawhi Leonard's healthy. So you got to get these wins when you can. The Suns are an okay team this year. They're not a really good team. So you got to get the dub tonight.
Hogs, Daddy.
Night.
Yes,
it's
sir.
opening day in Major League Baseball.
Today's the day, brother. Here we go.
The Twins battle the Cardinals today at 3:15. Pablo Lopez goes for your Twins. The Cardinals counter with former Twins Sonny Gray.
Sonny. Hey, real quick, Minnesota Twins are going to have a new way for fans to enter the stadium during the 2025 season. Fans who want to participate in the new ticketing system called Go Ahead Entry will have to download the MLB app.
Tommy.
And register themselves along with a screenshot of their face. Once your tickets are linked to your account, all you have to do is walk through security, keep on walking through the new facial recognition gate. First year the Twins are participating in the Go Ahead Entry program.
I don't want Big Baseball to have my data.
You don't?
No, they have your data already.
Big Pretzel already does.
Yeah, so do all, yeah. Well, okay. That's fun. Yeah. Opening day at Target Field, I think, is a week from today.
That's right.
It sure is.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
Against Houston.
I love it.
Yeah, I think it's going to be in the 50s that day.
I think it's going to be, is it 70s tomorrow? Here?
Yeah, 71.
And then I believe like 38 the day after that.
Yeah, then I think it
crazy
rains and snows for the next Sunday. We're supposed to get, according to Apple, and this doesn't mean anything, a couple of meat sauces of snow.
No kidding.
Yeah.
We've had so many false alarms when it comes to snow the last month.
2 weeks ago, we were supposed to get 10 inches that one day, and we got 0.
Well.
And the other time it was supposed to be like 4 to 6, and we got a dusting.
Yeah.
And it was gone in 24 hours. It all melted. Who cares?
Yeah, man.
Spring has officially started. No more snow.
Yeah, just be careful out there. That's all.
Yeah, be careful. The Sweet 16 starts today. Alabama battles BYU. Florida battles Maryland. Duke battles Arizona. And Texas Tech takes on Arkansas.
They don't battle?
No, they just take each other on.
Thanks, haha.
Great. Who hates that song?
By the way.
Final episode of Adolescence, yeah. All that when it comes to the timing of all of it. Again, it's just the choreography is the best part of the whole show.
I can't believe it.
I'm going to have to finish that.
Have you seen it yet, Maxo?
No, I haven't even heard of it.
I got 2 in yesterday and had to quit.
Same.
You have to quit.
We had to
Your
stop.
belly hurts.
Yep, we had to stop.
Yeah. But it's so brilliantly done.
I can't
My
wait.
gosh.
Oh, wow. That sounds...
Oh, dude, you won't
Yeah, you got to
believe
watch it, Maxo.
This is a game changer, this show. Crazy. But it's not fun. It is not fun.
Yeah. Then tomorrow, Kentucky battles Tennessee. Ole Miss, Michigan State. Michigan battles number 1 seed Auburn. And then Purdue and Houston.
So they don't battle, though.
No, they just take each other on. I was hoping you guys would sing it again. Hawk, I think all 4 of your teams, because all the 1 seeds are left. All 4 of your teams are left in the Core versus 4. Okay.
Sports has really slowed down the show today. Do you feel that? Feels like it's just completely grinded to a halt.
I think it's when I do it.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Yeah. The Masters is 2 weeks from today, and then the NFL draft is 4 weeks from today.
Can I read you guys a terrible story?
That'd be great. Anything to break this up.
Anything better than my sports?
Yeah, a terrible, terrible story would be better than this.
This is from the AP. I'm just reading this for the first time. An investigation is underway after the body of the son of a well-known deceased Atlanta bagpipe performer was discovered in the family treehouse.
What?
So the bagpipe performer is dead, but then they found the kid in the treehouse dead.
Not a kid. 74-year-old.
Oh, 70. Okay. Wow.
This is the bagpipe performer.
Got it.
74-year-old Henry France Jr. It's like a Mad Libs.
Right.
74-year-old Henry France Jr. died in a scuba diving accident in Hawaii earlier this month. As family members were settling his home affairs, his daughter discovered the remains of her brother, 28-year-old Hank France, in the treehouse. He'd been missing for 4 years.
Oh, my.
4 years.
Wow.
Jeez.
So.
Wait a minute. I'm not done.
Oh, my gosh.
The medical examiner says the amount of decomposition suggests that the 28-year-old who'd been missing for 4 years only died a couple months ago.
So might have been living in the treehouse for a significant amount of time, or for whatever reason went up there recently and died.
Right.
That's insane.
It's like a Mad Libs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, well-known bagpipe performer had me. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
okay.
Right.
Okay.
Atlanta-based bagpipe performer,
Correct.
so-and-so Frank, whatever his name was, France.
Wow.
Are we thinking murder here? Or did the guy have some kind of a medical episode in the treehouse?
Was he a hostage in the treehouse? I don't know.
Right.
Well, again, that's why I initially thought it was a kid. Who goes into a treehouse?
Yeah,
Exactly.
what adult does, yeah.
God, I always wanted
Outside
a
of
treehouse.
Dale and... Dale and...
Yeah.
Dale and...
Why am I blanking on the other one? Dale and...
Oh, come on.
Chip.
Come on.
Hang on, don't look it up. Dale Dobeck and... Oh, how are we not doing this?
God.
Don't look it up. Don't Google it, Sauce. We're going to do this as a group. I don't care if it takes the whole segment.
It was gone. It was there.
I don't care if Abbott says this is the worst segment of radio of all time. It's our show. We do what we want.
No, that was the sports prior.
Dale's John C. Reilly, right?
Why Dale?
Yeah.
Yep.
Will Ferrell is Brennan.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Got it. Brennan.
God, great
Step
film.
Brothers fans were screaming at the radio
Tim
the last
Hyde was
30
yelling,
seconds. Going, it's Brennan, you idiots.
That movie is one of those movies that the first time you see it, you're like, eh. Then the second watch, third watch, it's
Epic.
funnier every time.
Well, and how about it's gone, I don't know, viral is the right word, but in the last couple of weeks, Ben Stiller has made it pretty clear that movie was when he thought Adam Scott was like a legit actor. So when Severance came around, he referenced in his mind, oh, that dude could do it.
Yeah.
Adam Scott's a good enough actor to do it. Not just from Parks and Rec, specifically from...
Sorry.
Step Brothers was the difference maker for Mr. Ben Stiller.
Yeah.
Which is so cool.
Yeah. Man.
I'm thinking drugs. I'm thinking...
In the treehouse?
Yeah, maybe you're
I'm
right.
thinking he was missing because he was out in some bad crowds, tried to come home, snuck up there.
Yeah, you might be right because the medical examiner says he doesn't initially suspect foul play.
And also, I would have the follow-up. That must mean he wasn't living there, because if it's the place you're living, you would say, well, there's a treehouse. Let's check the treehouse.
Yeah.
There was probably no reason to check the treehouse because he didn't live there.
No. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Weird.
I need to see this treehouse, though, because, I'm thinking a treehouse I could build.
Right. Not Swiss Family Robinson.
There was that one off Minnetonka Boulevard when you head into like the St. Louis Park area. That one was massive.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's gone now.
Yeah. Oh, it's gone?
But as you headed down Minnetonka Boulevard, once you got past Highway 100 going towards Uptown, it was massive. It's gone. Yeah,
God, I forgot all about that.
Yeah,
no
that
kidding.
was a sweet treehouse.
It's so weird that a 28-year-old was missing for 4 years and found dead in a treehouse, that we have buried the lead that a bagpiper drowned in a scuba accident.
Yeah,
in
that's
Hawaii.
right. Yeah.
You would think if anybody can hold their breath, it's a guy who's a professional bagpipe player.
Treehouses are sweet.
Yeah, they are sweet.
They're the best. My buddy Kevin got married at a place that I think it's in like Cottage Grove, but they have part of the packages. They have a treehouse on site.
That's cool.
You can stay the night there with your bride and just...
Jeez, how are you going to finish that sentence?
Just what?
Take a deep
great
breath.
first night of getting married.
Interesting. Vikings news is next. Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Fan. Psst. The best time to get permanent Everlights for your home is right now. You'll get the best price of the year. You'll get installed quickly. And with Everlights, you'll have the brightest and longest lasting lights year round. Show your colors for the 4th of July, for your team's game day, and you'll beat the Christmas rush. Best thing is no ladders or installer takedown for years and years to come. Everlights is your everyday lighting solution for your home or business. Click the banner for a free quote for the year's best deal.
All right, here we are. Power Trip Morning Show. We're back. Television star Max Fuller back here behind me.
Hey, I don't know about star.
Working on it.
I'm trying to get my shine on.
That's right. Talk more about that momentarily.
Television.
Yeah, television, man.
Love it.
It's
good.
Yeah, I like television.
There's stuff you can watch.
Yeah, stuff
it's
you
fun.
can do.
Could not agree more, Core.
It's good background noise.
I'd like to do a TV show at some point.
What would you call it?
Shower talk.
We already heard that.
I'd call it. Good morning, everybody.
Yeah.
Even if it was an afternoon show.
Thanks for listening or watching.
I'd call it Vikings news.
It's time for Vikings news on the Power Trip, presented by
Your truck accessories pro.
All right, so you got a bunch of Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah audio because he had a press conference yesterday that baffled some of us, right? I don't quite understand what the point of this is, but let's read between the lines together, shall we?
I think part of the time you want to make sure you stay top of mind. It's opening day today. You don't want to lose all of the coverage to the other sports teams. I don't know, but also people want to know about Aaron Rodgers. Still. So he was asked. And Kwesi said this.
You're talking about a player that Kevin's known for, a long time. And so when you have a relationship like that, I'm typically the type that's like, hey, whoever's got the best relationship, talk to him. And he's got a relationship with Aaron. They've had a lot of conversations. Obviously, he looped us in and we kind of met and go from there. It's a unique thing to talk about a player of that caliber, and I'm always somebody who wants to learn and grow myself. And so, just being involved in those dialogue was really special.
All right, so here's to me the last 24 hours of quote news.
May I?
Go ahead.
Let me play the next two for you because they still involve Rodgers and they might kind of change what you're about to say because they're pretty interesting. Or maybe they're not. Maybe they're only interesting to me.
From all those conversations comes a list of names and maybe an order and an intentional plan on how to best solve for those things. So, a player like him, he's always going to be in those conversations. But, from our, delineations at that time, we're happy with where we are going forward. But, obviously the caliber of player and just, all our situations, we had to make our considerations.
Okay. So then basically he was asked, so what happened with the Rodgers thing? And this is what he said.
We got to a place where we just said everybody was transparent, but right now we feel good about where we're going. And that's really how it ended. It's ultimately up to him. It's hard to talk about a player who's not under contract for our team and who plays for, obviously isn't a member of this team. It's ultimately up to him, what he decides to do with his future. But that's kind of where we left it. I know Kevin and him have a great relationship still. They'll still have a relationship. They'll keep talking. And right now I'm focused on the two players that are in our room right now and my personnel process for going forward.
Because it's their job. Last one. Once you got, you got a taste of the blood in the water, you got to keep going. So they finally got him to clarify the way the talks ended with Aaron Rodgers.
I don't know that I said it was ultimately his decision. I don't want to make sure that, I think that I said that given where we are scenario-wise, we didn't think it was the right move at this time. It is also his decision to whether he signs with another team, not. That's ultimately up to another player. For me to sit here and say that anything's 100% forever, that's just not the job, right? We're responding to scenarios and different information as it comes. So, obviously things can change, but right now we're really happy with our room and we're going to look to upgrade it in different ways. But for now, we're really excited.
The last thing's kind of key. Nothing's 100%.
Yep.
When you're a GM, Star Wars taught us, right? Only a Sith deals in absolutes, right? There's no reason to say we are never signing Aaron Rodgers. That's what people have been asking for the last couple of weeks. Is why can't you just say yes or no? Why would you ever? I mean, you don't have to. Things can change.
Right.
I think the only thing that's really changed in the last 24 hours is if anybody in the last 2 or 3 weeks just flat out denied that the Vikings were ever even remotely interested, they've been proven wrong.
Yeah.
100%.
Right? Because this is direct conversation. This is admitting we talked it out. Kevin talked it out with Aaron. Aaron looped us in with what he was thinking and what he wanted. We ran it by our squad and talked it through and talked options. So the seriously considering it is true.
Yes.
But for the rest of us who were like, it just doesn't make sense. Let's move forward with JJ. That should be the plan. It sounds like they also came to that conclusion. So we're going to let Aaron figure it out for himself. And hey, if he signs with the Steelers, we're obviously then out of the mix. I think that's what they want to happen. Yeah. I think they want Aaron Rodgers to sign with Pittsburgh because I don't think 4 months from now they're going to go, well, we didn't really find a super good backup. And we do like JJ, but you didn't find a team. We don't have a backup. Now let's do this. If you really, really wanted him, you'd sign him now.
Yeah.
So they want JJ McCarthy. That was always the plan. I think you could say this is exactly the whole point of due diligence is let's just see what Aaron's thinking. If Kevin's known him forever, doesn't hurt to call and say, where are you at? Here's where we're at. We don't think it makes sense on our side because we love JJ. He's cheap. He's this, he's that. And you're also doing a friend a favor. If they're friends, it's like,
right.
Hey, man, I'm not going to not take your call. Let's talk it out. What are you thinking? So I just think it's funny because, I never thought they were seriously considering it, and I don't still think they were. Does that make sense?
Sure.
Even though they considered it. But seriously is the subjective word. I think this was always the plan.
Yeah.
Is to go with JJ. But can't rip a GM for at least saying, hey, we got nothing to do. Let's talk it out. Doesn't hurt to talk.
Yeah, and they know, and he knows, and they all know that his only option, other than, as you said, Corey, joining them as a backup, is Pittsburgh. All those other spots are going to fill up 4 weeks from today, even more quarterbacks are going to flood onto these teams, and he's going to have less opportunities to work. I think the thing that he is outweighing is he doesn't want to do all the off-season stuff. He hasn't for the last 3 or 4 years. He's going to end up in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh knows that because they haven't made a move for, the quarterbacks that have been on the market. I fully agree with Corey. The people who said that this wasn't a thing were proven wrong. All those things that Alec Lewis and Diana Rossini said were 100% true. That's what this proved.
You know what I find interesting, and I guess intriguing to me, and I don't even think it's close, is listening last night. I'm looking at the name of the podcast right now because I always forget the name of it. Access Vikings, Gessling's podcast.
Yeah.
I was listening to it last night, their latest episode, and they mentioned Flacco a lot more than anybody else has lately. I'd much rather have Flacco than Tannehill. Much, much, much rather have Flacco than Tannehill. Wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
almost the same.
But I'm also traumatized.
I know you are. I know you are.
By Ryan Tannehill.
Flacco comes across as being a coach in that room to me. I mean, he's been in the league for a long time. He's been very successful.
Well, yeah, that's the thing. He's a winner.
Yeah,
that's the difference between him and Tannehill.
Yeah,
That
Tannehill's
he's a winner.
also played on some terrible teams, though.
That is
Sorry,
true.
Max.
No, that is true.
But for the purpose of being JJ's backup, they're identical.
Right.
Because when Ben was breaking down Tannehill's Vikings resume a couple days ago, he's like, look, he's not a threat to JJ, right? You're not going to take him as a starter over JJ unless JJ gets injured. And it's a guy that can hold on for a handful of weeks. I don't think at this point in either of their careers you're going to have championship aspirations if Flacco or Tannehill is your quarterback.
Correct.
It is truly just we got to get to the end of the season with somebody because JJ's hurt. Or he's terrible, or whatever the deal is, right? But so if you like Flacco more than Tannehill, that's fine. I don't think either one of them gives you an advantage over the other. And Flacco's about 40, and Tannehill's what 36.
I think Flacco's only 38, isn't he?
I thought he was like 40 because I think we were talking like Rodgers is 41 or 42.
Flacco is 40.
Oh, okay, there you go. Never mind.
But again, I don't even think the 4-year age difference matters.
No,
right?
I agree. Yeah.
No.
Right.
Tannehill sat out a year.
Right.
Flacco didn't. I don't know if it matters, but those two are the exact kind of names that I would love to be on this squad behind JJ McCarthy.
And as Lieber said, Tannehill and JJ share an agent. This is doing the agent a little bit of a favor because it doesn't matter which one you have, right? They're the same thing. And if you do JJ's agent a favor, maybe down the road, a free agent or somebody takes a phone call from you, it's all the inner workings of all.
But you don't sign a guy just as a favor.
No, but he makes it. But that helps
If the
in this
scale is
situation.
even, that maybe,
right?
yeah.
If it's even, maybe for sure.
And I think it is even as you just laid out.
Maybe.
It's the same thing.
Yep.
It's the same thing. If they play, we're in trouble. Long term.
Or maybe we're so good it don't matter.
Yeah. Maybe we win 40 games.
The next couple of weeks or months, the more interesting play, even more so than the Vikings now, is the Steelers. How long do they play chicken with Aaron Rodgers before they do something?
Wow.
Because we have JJ.
Yeah.
They have Mason freaking Rudolph. So they have to figure something out. Their Aaron Rodgers clock is legitimately ticking. Ours isn't. We have an answer. It's JJ. They don't have anything.
Gessling said, and I'm paraphrasing on his podcast last night, this is kind of par for the course for the Steelers.
Yeah.
To wait forever to do things like this. I didn't.
So the hottest quarterback name in the draft is Jackson Dart, the Ole Miss quarterback. Now
Big D Johnson too. So that's a hot name.
There's a ton of teams that need quarterbacks. The Steelers would have to jump a lot of teams to get up to take him wherever they want. And as we learned last year, if you love the guy, it doesn't matter where you take him. And that's the Bo Nix theory. So if they can get to 10, 11, 12, wherever they want to get, they're going to have to do it. But as you said, how long can they wait on Rodgers when the draft is 4 weeks from
But the answer could be both, right? You could have a J.J. Darnold situation. You could take Jackson Dart and still have Aaron Rodgers play for your squad for a year. Because at this point in his career, Rodgers is what Darnold looked like he was going to be last year. He's a true bridge quarterback. If he plays for the Steelers, he's playing what? A year or two at the most.
Maybe a year.
Right. So you can still draft Jackson Dart and take Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah. But you'd like, as you just said, we have JJ, you'd like to know, and you can't until draft day, that you have the Jackson Dart insurance plan.
Right. Steelers are screwed.
Yeah, they're screwed because as we talked about yesterday, I think it was off the air, they're always good, not great. They always pick between 17 and 25. You can't get, unlikely, you can't get a franchise quarterback or the first quarterback at those picks.
Man, I'm so pumped to see McCarthy play. I just would have been so disappointed if Rodgers was the guy. And I know it's not 0%. It still could happen if some weird stuff happens in the next 3 or 4 months.
Like if JJ isn't recovering like they think.
Right, but so far so good. But one major setback, and then that's what Aaron's waiting for.
100%.
Right? He wants JJ McCarthy to stumble down some stairs.
Yeah, right. This better not be like a Harding situation. Tanya Harding.
I thought you meant Josh Harding.
Yeah, relax.
He's doing well.
Now you just gave Aaron an idea. Damn it, Zach.
He's not listening to this show.
He might be.
Stay out of the treehouse, JJ.
Yeah.
Don't go scuba diving, JJ. The 8 o'clock hour of the Power Trip Morning Show is next. On the Fan.
PayPal lets you pay all your pals, like your graduation gifters.
Who's paying for the mattress topper?
You mean the beanbag chair?
Aren't we getting a mini fridge?
Can we create a pool on PayPal? It lets us collect the money before we buy.
Ooh, yes, that's smart.
Glad we can agree on something.
Easily pool, split, and send money with PayPal. Get started in the PayPal app. A PayPal account is required to send and receive money. A balance account is required to create a pool.
Yo, what's good? It's Jeff C. from Club 520 Podcast here to share my latest fresh take on the 2025 NCAA tournament, brought to you by Wendy's, the official hamburger of March Madness. This past weekend was a great round 32. I had the best game of the year. Had to be the Maryland versus Colorado State game. It ended with a game winner. It was exciting. Derek Quinn, good shot. Looking ahead to the Sweet 16, I'm really looking forward to watching Arkansas versus Texas Tech. I'm looking forward to it because it's similar styles. They both play hard defense, they both gritty teams, and they play in the post. It should be a battle for the ages. I'm also looking forward to the Duke versus Arizona game. Both elite programs, legendary status. It should be a battle that we all looking forward to. Probably be the game of the night. And when it comes to the Final Four, I'm all in on Duke and Houston. 2 great coaches, 2 legendary programs. Should be exciting for their road to the Final Four. More from me soon, but while you're watching the games, remember, the freshest deal in fast foods gotta be Wendy's. Right now, you can get a junior bacon cheeseburger or a double stack for $1 with the in-app offer and purchase. Again, head to the Wendy's app to grab a $1 junior bacon cheeseburger or a $1 double stack with the in-app offer and a purchase for the freshest hamburger around. Gotta be Wendy's, the official hamburger of March Madness.
When it comes to playtime, never let your squad down. Unlock elite gaming tech at Lenovo.com. Push your gameplay beyond performance with 13th Gen Intel Core processors. Upgrade to smooth, high-quality streaming with Intel Wi-Fi 6E. And maximize game performance with enhanced overclocking. Win the tech search and head to Lenovo.com.
Lenovo.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check for the nearest bathroom first before the game starts. Now you're heading in the wrong direction, and it sounds like your team's taking the lead. Checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Savings vary, subject to terms, conditions, and availability. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.